What is going on, guys? Boy Trends back in video, and today we are here at Dezerland Park here in Orlando, Florida. And today we are here to check out the Orlando Auto Museum. Now, I believe there is close to around 2,000 cars here, I believe, at the Orlando Auto Museum. They got all kind of cool cars that you guys will see in this video. But let's go inside and let's go check it out. So also here at Dezerland Park, this is not just a car museum. They also have other things here as well too. So for example, there's actually some Go Karts here at Dezerland Park. They have a bunch of arcade games you can play. They also have some bumper cars. They have bowling here, tons of food options, and so many more activities you can check out here at Dezerland Park. Now, for those interested in prices, here are the prices up here. Feel free and pause and read this if you want to, but they do have different prices for kids, adults, seniors, military, and also different prices for those in college as well too.
But this car is huge. It is nice. Got Bugs Bunny over there as well too. This car is looking sweet. Some of this stuff I'm actually not sure what it is, but pretty cool start. Look at this, the Mystery Machine. One of my favorite shows as a kid was watching Scooby-Doo, of course, and I saw this car on TV many times. Brings back many childhood memories. Now this is just a replica here, but yeah, this is pretty cool. Scooby-Doo situations. Now that guy right there is somebody everybody should recognize. Lightning McQueen. Look at that. Seen this movie a couple times growing up as a kid. Number 95, Lightning McQueen. Never have seen a car like this before. This is interesting, little close-up situations. There on the front it says Spirit of Nemo. This car is huge and looking nice. Got a giant. Not sure who this is. If anybody knows who this is, let me know in the comments. But pretty nice looking car. We got Miss Marilyn Monroe over here. California license plate. I've noticed with some of these cars there are some mannequins, and some of these as well too. Some of them don't have the mannequins, but nice looking cars here up front. Okay, so also when you walk in here in the front, you will notice there's a bunch of old cars here on the left. Look at these. These are super nice looking cars as well too. Yes, some of these have mannequins as well too. Little Elvis situation going on here. Elvis Presley. For those who don't know, I am from the same town as Elvis, so that's pretty interesting. Always love the Elvis stuff. We got some more old cars down here as well too. Now let's walk in through the gate. Okay, the first part we're walking in through the gate. This is welcome to the 20s. So going back to the 1920s, over 100 years ago. And here's some mannequins over here. I have noticed there are a lot of pictures, a bunch of artwork here as well too. But you don't see cars like this too often these days. Very, very rare and uncommon to find. Bonnie and Clyde. The next part of the tour, this is welcome to the 30s. So some of these not quite 100 years old yet, but still some pretty old cars. So this area here in the back, this whole area is kind of interesting. This is like a barbershop area, I guess is kind of how you describe this area back here. So we got some cutting hair situations, several pictures on the wall back here as well too. A couple nice looking cars from the 1930s. More pictures here in the wall as well too. Now let's go check out the 40s. Here in the 40s, we got a bunch of boats and boat parts, motors, even got some random like fishing stuff here in the walls as well too. Got a pirate there in that boat, little mannequin situation going on there. So this area here in the 40s is interesting. Check out this area. So there is the mystery machine. So they actually have more than one of these here. Looks just like the one up front. Got an old Chev's car here, and this is actually from the Dukes of Hazzard. So like this whole area back here is all the Dukes of Hazzard. Watched this show several times growing up as a kid as well too. Okay, so we just checked out this area. Peeps, I gotta show you this. This is cool. Look at this. So this is the longest car in the world. This arrived here back in March of 2022. And look at this car. So this car, a couple things, for example, has a putting green, jacuzzi / tub here. This car here also sits, listen to this. This car here sits 75 people, and this car also has 26 wheels on it. How crazy is that? But yes, this is a Genesis World Record. How freaking cool is this? I'm gonna back up now, try and show you guys just how big this car is. But of course, there's a front of it right there, but then the back is way back there in the back. This car is huge. Let's take a closer look at it. So here on the front of the car, there are some autographs and signatures up here. I'm not sure who signed the car, but up here it says, "Please do not touch." But up here at the front of the car, got a couple of these American flags. We got 3 on each side. So 6 flags, 6 United States flags here in the very front. Now I'm just going to kind of show you guys the rest of the car. So there's 3 tires there. We got 4 more over here coming up. And peeps, I mean, just look at this. The car just goes on and on and on and on and on. This is crazy. But yeah, once again, this is the longest car in the world. So here is the putting green they're talking about. The putting green, not really too big, kind of a small putting green area, but still pretty cool. Of course, here's the jacuzzi on the back of the car. Jacuzzi, I mean, this is a decent sized jacuzzi. No water in here. And of course, this is the back of the car right here. And there's also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also 5 tires here on the back, on this side as well too. So once again, this car here, the longest car in the world. It is a Genesis World Record. Putting green, jacuzzi. This car can sit 75 people, and yes, 26 wheels on this car. That is crazy. Okay, so the next area we're going to check out. I don't see a sign in this area, so I'm not really sure what they call this area here, but anyway, these are some pretty interesting cars in here as well too. A bunch of these, you will notice, a bunch of these are pretty small. Now, I'm 6'5", I'm a pretty tall guy, so I don't think I could fit in some of these at least. But here's one back from 1962. And I'm assuming most of these are back from the 40s and 50s and 60s. Some of these maybe back from the 70s. I'm not really too sure. I'm not really a car expert, to be honest with you. Don't know the names of all these cars here, but this is pretty cool. Here's one back from 1980. A 1980 Austin Morris Mini 1000. And whenever you walk around in here, you will notice some of these do have information on the cars. Some of them don't have any information on them at all. I wish just to be honest with you on camera, I wish there was some type of way you could identify what all these cars are. But anyway, this is still pretty cool and awesome to see in person. I'm not gonna lie. The next area we'll be checking out, this is representing France. So a bunch of old cars in here as well too. There's a mannequin there in the very back. All kind of cool signs and paintings here on the wall. Yeah, I don't see any signs or I don't see any information telling you what these cars are. But anyway, still pretty cool. Yeah, I've noticed a bunch of these cars here have like interesting colors and interesting designs as well too. Yes, some of these cars you just don't see these days. But this is pretty neat. There's the Mona Lisa here in the back. Of course, that is just a replica. That's not the real one, but still pretty cool. Pretty cool cars and pretty cool signs here in France. Also, you can walk over here as well too. I'm pretty sure everybody's heard of a Rolls Royce before, but this is one back from 1991. Pretty popular brand, popular company. They always have some very nice cars. Okay, so we are still here in England. Got some more nice cars over here as well too. Here's a 1956 Bentley Hooper S1. I've seen a couple of these before. It's been years. But this is a pretty nice looking car here. 1956 Bentley Hooper S1. Now we're back to the Rolls Royce. This is one back from 1938. So, yeah, about 85 years old or so. But yeah, look at this. Pretty nice looking car as well too. Okay, so a little update. Up there is the front of the entrance where we came in at. And then we got all kind of cars on this side, all kind of cars on this side. And then once you get to the back, guess what? We got more cars. Got all kind of cars down here. All kind of cars down here as well too. Peeps, this place is just huge and you could easily get lost in here for sure. Okay, so here to the right, Cars of the Stars, the Great Gatsby here to the right as well too, Cars of England, and the Chrysler Lounge to the right. To the left is the Military Pavilion, and the Batcave is also that way as well too. So of course, whenever you're here at the Auto Museum, there's all kind of the places you can turn into. But also just here in the middle, there's all kind of cars through here as well too. I mean, this place is just blowing my mind. So this one has a sign with it, a 1970 DAF Model 55. Some of these other ones are back from the 60s and 70s as well too. And here's some more cars here in the back. Now actually some of these may be wrong, but I believe some of these are from actual movies in the past. So not everything here is a replica. Some of this stuff is actually the real car that was used in a TV show or movie sometime back in the past. So got some Fast and Furious stuff back here. I love Fast and Furious. Seen these shows several times before. And yeah, this one's kind of beat up and damaged pretty bad, but it's always pretty cool seeing some Fast and Furious stuff. Yeah, definitely the signs back here, they do help you for sure, kind of kind of identify or tell you what movie some of these are from. We got Mad Max over here for this one. The Great Race. I think I've seen this movie before, but could be wrong. And even here in the back, this part here closed off. This is a different area back here in the back. I do have some arcade games and I believe a couple restaurants maybe back here in this area. But this area back here is something different than the actual car museum. But let's go in here and check out this area now. This is the Hollywood Cars of the Stars. Okay, I just walked in here and this may be my favorite part of the museum. This area back here looks very interesting. So we got some Miami Vice, Speed Racer, Dick Tracy. Seen that some as a kid. Always thought that was pretty cool. Oh yeah, Back to the Future. Oh yeah, look at this. A DeLorean. Look at this, peeps. Yeah, this is a replica, I believe. But gosh, look at this. Look at all the flashing lights and just how detailed this DeLorean is. Never have seen one of these in person. Even though it is a replica, this is still very cool. But yeah, definitely, if you love Back to the Future, yeah, you would definitely love this DeLorean for sure. Look at this, the movie Grease. It says Grease is the word. I've seen this movie several times as well too. Love this show. But this car here, this is a 1948 Ford Deluxe. This is a pretty nice looking car. Even got a couple posters and signs here in the car as well too. Even look at this little like cow design on the front. That's kind of pretty neat as well too. Everybody has seen Ghostbusters before. Popular show. Of course, here's the famous car. All y'all have seen before in the shows. Even have some pretty cool neon lights situations here at the bottom as well too. Michael Jackson Soul Train. Look at this. Okay, this car, interesting design. Even have a Michael Jackson mannequin back here as well too. But yeah, the Soul Train. Okay, here is the muscle car area. This area here kind of pretty small. Got some flames on this one. Yeah, these are pretty neat. You can have some flames on this one as well too. This one has a pretty cool looking inside to the car as well too. Even the seats, look at this. Skull head at the top. Even the sides, interesting as well too for the seat. Yeah, it's kind of a weird looking car, but it's interesting for sure. This car here has all type of advertisements on the front. Some of these name brands I've heard of, some of them I have not heard of, but still pretty neat area. Still pretty neat area in here as well too. Okay, so this area back here, this is all Batman and Joker stuff back here, I believe. So definitely, if you love Batman and the Joker, you definitely love this area for sure. That car says driver Jesse James. This whole area in here is just all motorcycles. Some of these are Harley Davidsons. Some of these are other name brands, I believe, but tons of motorcycles in here as well too. Here is the Main Street USA. Bunch of cars from the 40s and 50s in here. Here is a Americana. That's what the sign says. Bunch of old cars and signs on here as well too. Even some old like fuel pumps there in the front as well too. See a bunch of Elvis stuff on the walls. See some Marilyn Monroe's. But yeah, bunch of pretty cool signs in here as well too. bunch of these cars are back from the 40s, 50s, and 60s, I believe. Next up, this is the Thunderbird area. And this area in here is gonna be more newer cars. So for example, this one here is a 2005 Ford Thunderbird. So this one is almost 20 years old now. Here's one back from 2002. The white one says 2003. So yeah, I believe most of these are going to be less than 20 or 30 years old, but yeah, these are pretty cool as well too. Here is the general store, Naomi General Store. This part here is actually closed off, so I actually can't walk in here, but I've noticed some of these areas are closed off, but you can still kind of get up close to it. But yeah, this is still pretty cool. Bunch of toys, mannequins, decorations, signs. That's all radios up here, so this whole area pretty neat as well too. Even got an old bicycle in the front as well too. Museum. So this part back here is a different part, but a little behind the scenes. Actually, this park here has some Go Karts. There's some arcade back here as well too. That whole place right there, that is just pinball stuff back here. I believe there are some restaurants back here. Actually, there's a Cinemark back there as well too, so you can actually come here and watch a movie if you want to. Okay, peeps, so that is going to be it for the tour. This place, oh my goodness, this place is huge with tons of cars and trucks and just all kind of different vehicles here. This place is very, very cool, and this is a place you guys have got to check out for sure. This place, I definitely recommend it for sure. This is a must-see place in Orlando, Florida. Must-see place. This place, 10 out of 10 stars. So, okay, peeps, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy this video here from the Orlando Auto Museum. And if you can, just please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. It would be greatly appreciated. See you guys in this video. Have a good one. I'm out.